How's it, guys? So here's a video just to explain to you what I cannot stand about this game. Again, I absolutely lost my temper like you cannot believe. So let's go through this race and have a look what the problem was. So, qualified fourth. I chose the Peugeot because I thought, let me give this thing a bash. Didn't like this car. I've been running in the Renault Megane, the 2011, not the rear-wheel drive one, the front-wheel drive one. So this is the chosen car for the race. This is what everybody wanted to run with. So going into turn one, I missed my braking marker completely. So instead of hitting everybody like everyone else does, I decided, oh, let me just go off. Okay. And then I get reset, which is fine. So I want you to watch this red foreskin that is in front of me in the SLS. Then there's a German guy in the Peugeot, Zucker 3322s, what his mom apparently named him. And then there's one other guy towards the end. It's that Nacheron, the Spanish guy. So number one, red foreskin. I'm not a big fan of the French, as we all know. So here I get him on the outside, and I get the drive. So on the way down, Peugeot is quicker, so I get some drive coming down. Now, let me show you what red foreskin does here. Traction control, French, obviously. Doesn't brake at all. It just rams me off completely and only gets a 2-second penalty. So here I lost my temper completely. I just wanted to catch him and milk him off the circuit. Okay, so I eventually get going here. Everyone was ghosted, so I held the inside line. Now I've got Zucker, whatever he wants to call himself. He gets the inside line. I brake earlier. I go to the inside. So again, let's watch his onboard. So here he turns into me once. Again. So I was like, fuck this guy. Seeing the kitty litter, my friend. So that's 2 down. Well, first 1 down. So I get a penalty for it. Understandable. I get hit, so I get a penalty. I retaliate. I get a penalty. Now it's time to start catching red foreskin. Okay, so red foreskin's quite a bit ahead of me. I start catching up to him because he's a useless driver and he's French with traction control on, as you can see. So I serve my 2-second penalty. Okay, it's not long until I catch him. Right, so watch what he does to this guy here. So Nacheron, again, don't know if his parents called him that, coming down to the right hand on the downhill section. So the Mustang moves out the way. The Merc obviously outbrakes himself, tries to hit the guy off the circuit. And what do? Your mother's left leg. So I get him. So he resets. This, you can imagine what this did to my driver rating and my sportsmanship rating. So I was ranked second highest in this lobby, and I finished in the top 10 at least. Alright, so I start catching red foreskin. And red foreskin's all over the place. So I go on the inside, and guess what red foreskin tries to do? Close the door on me. Let's watch that again. The one thing about this Peugeot is it weighs as much as a metric ton. So I had my way with him like a cheap hooker. And red foreskin was now out the race. So got my 2-second penalty, served it, and I stayed ahead of red foreskin. So I've taken out 2 cars now. Finally getting up to where I should be. And the rest of the race I was on my own, started to catch up to the Mustang. Catching up to the Mustang, I got some good drive coming through here. So traction control on, because he's a little girl. I pass him on the outside and he turns into me. So what do? Oh, he catches it. Nope. I won't let you go that easily. And I only got half a second pen. Bear in mind, he got nothing after turning into me. So I served my half a second pen. End of the race came. And I finished in 9th. So yeah, that's just the quality of drivers at the moment on GT Sport. Oh look, traction control. So I'm trying to get my sportsmanship rating up. I did another race And with the next race, I actually had a very clean race, and my sportsmanship dropped again. Right, so here's the second race that I did. I qualified second in this one, and I went back to my Megane. What we're going to watch out for here is the, well, number one, there's a million Peugeots around me, is this Ace Dom in front of us, and then Chikorito, don't really care what his name is, and this Italian guy. Now, in this race, my sportsmanship rating dropped. Spoiler alert, I won this race. So I'll show you the one point of contact that I had in this race that wasn't my fault, yet my sportsmanship rating dropped. So, we get off the line. We've got Ace Dom here. And behind me we've got Chiquitinto. And as you can see, Peugeot, and then myself in the Renault. So turn one was clean. We all made it through. Okay, so immediately first, second, third, fourth, we started to pull away from the rest. Now, the car in front of me gets a penalty for running wide out of turn one. Coming into turn two, Chikorito over here dives me from quite a while back. So I see that he's going on the inside. I'm like, okay, I'll give him space. But he just pushes me wide. Okay, so here's from my view. So you can see how far behind me is. I brake at the 100. He comes on my inside. I turn late, give him space, and he pushes me off. So here Ace Dom serves his penalty, starts weaving on the straight, and ghosts, and Chikorito bumps him. So Chikorito immediately pulls in front of him to go defensive into the right hand at the bottom of the hill. Okay. Now I've started falling off over here, but this section's where the Renault is quite strong. Okay, so coming to the last sector, bit of a gap between myself and fourth place. And you can see here I catch these guys quite nicely. Right, so coming onto the main straight, I wasn't going to pass them being in the slipstream. These Peugeots are just too fast. Right, now we come into turn 2, turn 3 or 4, whatever Red Bull calls it, the uphill right-hander. Coming to this corner, Ace Dom outbrakes himself and hits Chikorito. Now you can see I had nothing to do with this. After the race, he blames me for bumping him. So I give him the space, I go on the inside. What he does do here is he does back off the gas and wait for Chikorito to pass him again. So I get the lead. From there, I don't touch anybody. My sportsmanship rating dropped. Okay, so here goes Chikorito. This Italian was the dirtiest driver that I've seen in a while. A while, I mean half an hour. So there you can see he pushes Chikorito out. Okay. Right, so I missed this. So Chikorito gets pissed off at the Italian, puts his nose on the inside and starts to push the Italian wide. Eye for an eye makes everyone blind, but I'm running away quite nicely. So Italian does the exact same thing back to him. Okay, so Ace Dom comes past. Now Chikorito's obviously getting so pissed off. Ace Dom waited for him, let's not forget that. Got the guy passing him on the inside, Chikorito turns into him. Eventually he gets so irritated he tries to hit Ace. And as you can see, he's not me, he ghosts. Hehe. Right, so I'm running away with it completely. So from here, Ace Dom does get in front of the Italian. Okay, so Italian runs a little bit wide. Oh, it's not yet, my bad. There we go. So here's an interesting part. So the Italian runs wide, comes back on. This Christian Bale wannabe, if you just look by his steering angle, just gets hutful of this Italian for no foreseen reason and just decides to start shunting him off. So they make a little bit of contact. Have a look at his steering angle. He steers him straight off the track on purpose. Okay, so Ace Dom then chases me, and that's all she wrote. Right, now what I want to show you is on this lap, Ace Dom gets a 1 minute 36.303. On the last lap, my lap time was a 1:36.303, leaving us exactly the same. But the unfortunate thing is he got the fastest lap. So what I want to show you here is all the guys drove dirty behind me. Ace Dome actually got a bump up in his driver rating, his sportsmanship rating, yet my sportsmanship rating dropped because of that one instance that I showed you. And this is starting to get to me on this game. So I'm playing a game of, if you're going to play dirty, I'm going to play dirty. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Anyways, I'm going to be doing this race 1 or 2 more times. I missed the Nations race or manufacturer race last night because there was server issues, so I couldn't do that. I was looking forward to that one. But yeah, I want to do the GR3 around Brazil. I will do a video of that in the next couple of days. But thanks for watching, guys.